Welcome to Business Insights. My name is Tony Loop. Today I want to discuss a communications, some communications I've had with a gentleman from an energy group. Okay, this started out online through a social network. He emails me and says, "Hey, Tony, I'd like to grab a cup of coffee and get to know more about what you do. Do you have any availabilities next week?" There's misspellings throughout it. I said, "Look, I don't have time for socializing, but thanks for the offer. If you're asking me to hear a pitch, then please just simply provide it with no ad copy and just the facts. I'll review it and evaluate it." He replies back, "No problem, I understand. Please allow me to send you some info. I appreciate you being straight with me. Please give me an email address. I'll send her some info. Your email is secure me. I will not share it. I won't add you to my mailing list, blah, blah, blah." So I give him my email address and I say directly to him, "And if you want me to use your energy group and then sign up friends and family and resell it in exchange for discounted monthly premiums, I'm really not interested. But I do appreciate the offer. I have no time for affiliate sales right now." So then he sends me an email, and the subject of the email is the information, not the information. So he doesn't even take the time to even do spell check here. He says, "Tony, it's not about selling anything. It's about building a huge passive residual income and building teams. Blah, blah, blah. We're the largest provider in the world. Our track record speaks for itself. There are 2 videos. They take a total of just 17 minutes. I urge you to watch them. When I was, first time I saw it, I was working 60 to 70 hours a week. I sold a multi-million-dollar retail business. I was building my 3rd ground-up business. This has changed my life. Blah, blah, blah." And then I say to him, I said, "Hey, when I said no ad copy, what part did you not understand? If you can clearly tell me what part of any of the block of text you sent me says anything about a business plan or what it is, I'll continue the conversation. If you just want to waste my time, by cheerleading, then just don't bother. I'm not investing 17 minutes for it to take 108 seconds. I can make up my mind in 3 seconds. The first 3 to 6 seconds, I can tell, that's what we humans do. And then normally we'll stick around for about 100 seconds to listen to somebody's pitch." So I said, "Feel free to try again. But I just want a clear statement as to the actual business. Otherwise, please don't waste my time." This is what he comes back with. This is a great way to win someone over, right? He says, "I'm not sure who you think you are. I will tell you this. You have no right to speak to me that way. Just plain rude. If you think you are so good to dictate how things are done, you are grossly mistaken. I kindly offered something to you, and now I am sorry that I did. I have made millions and am worth millions. That does not make me any better than anyone. I put my pants on at a later time. I get up every day just like anyone else. I would never treat someone like you treated me. You have some growing up to do. Don't worry, you will not hear from me again." So I tell him, I said, "Look, that's a whole lot of talk, and you still haven't explained the business opportunity. And how is it that you feel offended?" I went on to tell him that, you have to listen to your customer. If your customer says, "Look, don't send me emails, call me on the phone," then I would expect you not to send that person emails, but rather pick up the phone. That's kind of common sense here, right? So I asked him, I said, "Look, don't give me ad copy. Tell me what your program is and let me go. Because otherwise, I know if it's a fit or not. I don't want to waste your time. Don't waste mine. Okay? If you think the same way about everybody else and everybody's equal, then don't waste our time. Just like you don't want your time wasted. And I'm trying not to waste your time by telling you straight out. Tell me what your plan is and let's move on." So, I give him a clear-cut example from a cold call I did where it didn't work out. I was trying to offer a product, a solution, and this person, it wasn't a fit. So we said, "Okay, fine, it's not. Let's move on in our own directions. And hey, if I ever need your service, you ever need mine, feel free to call." It's pretty simple. So I go through all that, and then I couldn't help it. But so I sent him, so I said, look, who do I think, because he asked me, who do I think I am? So I say, I am the guy who sent you the email that says, if this is what you want me to do, use your energy group and sign up friends and family and resell it in exchange for discounted monthly premiums. I'm not interested. And then what did he do? He responded back. It was ridiculous. There was absolutely no reason for any of the communications that went back and forth. If I give you an opportunity to sell something, if the customer is willing to listen and give you an opportunity, at least respect them enough to provide them the information in the manner they're looking for it. And if you can't, then you have issues with your business. It's not the customer's fault. It's not my fault I'm busy and I can't go through and spend 20 minutes on every sales presentation, especially when I know it's not going to fit. Let's save each other the time. Okay, if you're just going to go out there and try and convince people to switch and get into something else new, maybe that works, but you know what? If someone tells you no, you got to let it go. That 80-20 rule, again, don't waste your time selling to people who aren't buying. It makes no sense. And this guy was just so persistent. And there's another guy, another energy group, who comes out, and he was very, very pushy, extremely pushy. He wanted me to watch the same videos, the same 2 videos, and I told him, I said, look, it's not my thing right now. I'm not interested in it. Thank you for your time. And he stopped calling. He called back just the other day, and I said, you got this other guy from this other group, and the guy's a total. It was just completely the wrong attitude, the wrong way to do it. And he says, oh, I know that guy. I don't want to say anything bad about him, but yeah, and I'm like, the guys are all. So if someone approaches you and they want you to resell energy, review the details, because chances are, if anybody pays their bill late, you're not getting your cut. And again, you can go 6 levels deep of commission referral sales. That only lasts so long. All right. I think it's an interesting method. We all know that it was deregulated, okay, so that there's a certain percentage of, I think, taxes that certain energy groups don't have to pay, so they can offer a discount. But at the end of the day, I don't really know if it's worth it. And these whole marketing programs, where there's some group reselling and then you resell it to your friends and family, you get them on board, and then all this other stuff. I don't think it's not my thing. Okay, not for me. Might be for you. Roll with it, but learn what you're getting into. And if you're selling it, all right, realize when someone says no, that you might have to actually close the book and move on. And especially when they're telling you and they're getting angry. That's not usually a good sign. And if they ask you to be straightforward with them, be straightforward. Okay, I'm not saying you got to spill all the bad news, but at least put the facts out there and the simple idea out there. Okay, if you need a 17-minute video to sell your product, you probably got issues with your product. Okay, you should be able to do anything in 108 seconds, tell someone what they're going to do. I can do it with the roofing products, fire-resistant coatings. I can do it with. You give me a product, 108 seconds. I'll get you an elevator pitch. Okay, so come on, let's let the business takeaway here. Takeaways: listen to your customer. Your sales pitch should be changed for every customer, or at least have at least a couple, the ability to roll with it if you have to, and don't waste your time on people who aren't buying. Leave the information, give them enough that if they ever decide to, or maybe they know somebody, that's great. Put it out there, but don't push it down people's throats, especially if they don't want it. All you're doing is wasting your own sales time. And the more sales time you waste, the less sales you will get. So that's Business Insights. My name is Tony Loop. Have a great day. Thank you.